Hey everyone, new Master. Sorry about not having any videos, but I just got back from Worlds. Okay, I lied. I've just been lazy. But, let's get over that and let's talk about what happened at Worlds, because that's interesting. So first I'll just do a rundown of the second and first place players and what deck they played. In Juniors Division, the runner-up was Kohei Takanaka from Japan, playing Rush Explosion, without Ninetales at my ad. And the Juniors World Champion is Gustavo Wada from Brazil, playing Primetime, which is Kinder Yenmega Magnezone. In Seniors Division, the runner-up was Marco Fassini from Italy, playing Primetime, and the Seniors World Champion is Christopher Kahn from Australia, playing Rush Explosion, also without Ninetales. And in the Masters Division, the Masters runner-up is Ross Coffin from USA, playing, I'll just call it Damage Swap deck for now, I'll explain it later. And the Masters Division World Champion is David Cohen, who played Magnabor. Let's take a look though at the two Masters Division decks, because they're both fairly interesting decks that people weren't going to expect to make top 2 at Worlds. Roth Cawthon's deck, which I earlier called Damage Swap, well, how do we explain it? Okay, it plays Dawnfan, Uniclus, Valkyrie, Blissey, Anti-Speaking Legend, and Tropical Beach. You guys are probably thinking, what is this? Like, that's such a random pile of cards, and yes, it does seem really bad when you just hear all the card names, but once you get the entire strategy of it, it kind of makes sense, and it seems really good. So, I'll try to explain it as best as I can how the deck works. You use Vileplume as a trainer lock, because the deck doesn't play many trainers, and then the main point of the deck is to get a Dawnfan up and a Reuniclus, so that when they damage a Dawnfan, they won't be able to one-shot it most of the time, and Reuniclus moves damage over to whatever it wants. It also plays Zekrom, so it can move the damage onto Zekrom so it can outrage. So Dawnfan will tank, and it never gets knocked out. Reuniclus moves damage. There's Blissey to heal damage. Zekrom is also, it takes a lot of damage, and it can tap without rage. And Anti-Suicune was just a sweeper with a lot of HP. So the deck seems clunky, but most of the time you get a bit behind. You use things like Pichu, Cleffa, and Tropical Beach to draw cards and get set up. And Twins also is good when you're behind. And late game is just an amazing late game matchup, and it's a really interesting deck, and I believe it was a good call on his part for the format. Now the first place deck was Magnabor, or Rush Explosion, or whatever. People say it was Rush Explosion with Text Magnezone, but to me, it has Magnezone, Ambor, Restram, and it calls the Deoxys Legend, so to me that's Magnabor. But anyway, most people thought that deck was bad after how poorly it performed in Nationals, but it made a comeback here with, there was 2 of them in the top 8, one of them lost in the top 8, and then the other one won, so it's not a horrible deck anymore, and I don't know how it goes coming in the next format. I mean, there's going to be a lot of trainer lock decks, so, I don't know how that's going to go, but it won Worlds, so congratulations to all the winners and everything, good job. Now I know what you guys are really thinking about, who won the contest. As the contest, Magnabor won Worlds, and I would have also took in Reshibor, but I looked through it, and no one really guessed either of those decks. So, yeah, no one technically won by actually knowing it, but I'm still going to give prizes drawn at random. So, let me announce the winners, and yeah. Like I said, the 2 names that are getting drawn are random. I put all the names that were people that have subscribed and had entered, and put them in a random generator online, and we have 2 names come up. So, in second place, winning 5 packs of whatever set they want that is illegal right now, and an emerging cards deck box, is HES's Prime, so good job for him. And the winner is, who wins 15 packs of whatever set they want, that's legal right now, is Infinite 1010, or Infinite 1010, whatever it is. So congratulations to you guys. Sorry it was randomly drawn like that, but that's what happens. I'll try to make the next contest less luck-based, but I'll do that as soon as Pokemon stops making their cards luck-based, so yeah, gotta fix that Pokemon. But anyway, congratulations to those 2 winners, and I'll try to have another contest probably before the end of the year, so we'll see what happens with that. So now that we got all that out of the way, let's talk about Emerging Powers, the new set that just came out, or is coming out, or something. I don't know, it depends when you watch this video. But anyway, let's talk about some of the cards in it that are probably going to affect this format. First one is Pokemon Catcher, which you guys all know, which is the most insane card they've ever printed. I'm not even joking with this. It's a reprint of Gust of Wind, which is just a better version of Pokemon Reversal. So it's just insane. Like I do not understand why they printed this. To me, it's like some things you don't reprint, and just that is one of those things that you do not reprint. Um, the effect, if you guys don't know yet, just switch your opponent's Pokemon with one of their bench. You get to choose, and it's a trainer, so you can use it with Junk Arm. You can use it whenever. Like to me, that's just a bad choice on their behalf, printing that card, especially since right now there is Vileplume to deal with it, but in the future there will not be. So there might be formats with Catcher, but without Vileplume. So that would also be, that's going to be a really bad format. I mean, there will be formats with Gothitelle, but Gothitelle honestly is not that good. Like, it might be good later when there is no Vileplume, but for now, Vileplume is just straight up better than Gothitelle, so yeah. To me, Catcher is an insane card. It's going to dominate this format. All decks are either going to be playing Catcher, or playing cards that beat Catcher, like Vileplume or Gothitelle. So, you know, we'll see what happens there. Like, if you haven't picked up a set already, you have to pick up a set of Catchers. You're going to be playing with them, or you're going to be playing with Vileplume, so you got to make a choice. Like I already talked about earlier, Gothitelle is also going to be a card, which it's kind of like a Vileplume, where it's Pokemon ability, or it's not even power, it's just abilities now, is that whenever it's active, your opponent can't use any trainer cards or goods, so this is Vileplume when it's active. As it has 130 HP, and its attack is for 3 colorless, just 30 plus 20 for each psychic on it, so it can do like 70 damage, 70 damage. If it has 3 psychics attached, or just 50 if it has a psychic and double colorless on it. Like I said, it's okay, but like if it gets knocked out, then you just lose the trainer lock, which is bad. So to me, Vileplume is straight up better. I mean, you could maybe try it in some Reuniquest deck, where you like try to move all the damage off it and hope it doesn't get one-shotted. That might work, but to me, if you're gonna play like that, you might as well just play the Ross's version with like Donphan and Vileplume Reuniquest. But yeah, that's Gothitelle. The next one is Beartech, which people are also thinking will be a good card because of its attack, which does not allow your opponent to attack. It does 50 damage and says your opponent cannot attack next turn. So, or the defending Pokemon cannot attack next turn. So the main thing is that you can lock your opponent out of attacking. Like with Vileplume, you can play it so they can't play Switch also. So if they can't retreat, like they can't attack. But to me, there's gonna be a lot of cards that like are just gonna get around it. Like Yanmega can get around it. Like they just free retreat into another Yanmega or whatever else. I think that it's okay, but then when you knock out a Pokemon, then they can just bring up another thing and attack and knock it out. But who knows? There could be some Vileplume Beartech deck out there. We'll see how that goes. Third one is Thundurus, which is the Genie, which does the 1 colorless, search your deck for lightning, attach it to Genie, and then for 2 lightning, 1 colorless, 80 discard energy. So people think this card's good, and I thought it was good at the beginning, but to me it's not as good because you can do turn 2 80, but after that you have to keep on attaching, so you're always dedicated to that one Pokemon, and then when it gets knocked out, you have no energy on board, so you're usually in a really bad spot. And it doesn't have a high HP, like it gets one shot by Reshiram and stuff like that, so I don't like it that much. To me, like you can play with Yanmega, but I tried that, it still doesn't seem that good. If you're gonna play Yanmega, you might as well just play good cards with it. The other Genie, on the other hand, it's not as bad, which is it's Tornadus, which is for 1 colorless, switch 1 energy from your bench to your active, and for 3 colorless does 80, and then switch 1 basic energy from your active to your bench. So this one seems better because if you're attacking with it, you can at least move energy off it, so if it dies, you don't get destroyed, like you have energies on your bench still. It's only basic, so if you have a DC, you can't switch that off into something else. It has like fighting resistance, so it could be good against Donphan. A lot of decks are teching it just so that they can like 2-shot Donphan, and Donphan doesn't 2-shot it. I still don't think it's the best, but it's better than Thundurus in my opinion. And the last card I want to talk about is Crushing Hammer from the set, which is it's a energy removal too. Just flip a coin. If heads, discard an energy from one of your opponent's Pokemon. So this is okay, but it's only good against things that need multiple energy to attack, or things that have a low energy counting deck like stage 1. I think it's kind of just a more win card, where if you capture does the same effect almost, where like it screws your opponent up. In the sense that if they have a Pokemon they're trying to set up, you can just capture it and knock it out. Well, Crushing Hammer, it like just discards energy. So to me, like it doesn't seem like you need both in a deck unless you just have extra spots. But I don't know if that card. I don't know. That card might be some playable. I will yet to see. So that's kind of my look at the new set, merging powers and all that stuff. So that's all I want to talk about today. In the future, I'll probably have another video up before Battle Road talking about what decks I think are good and deck lists. I'll be doing that kind of stuff. And we'll probably have some battle videos up soon. Check out our videos that we just did. We did 2 deck techs, one on Rush Explosion, one on Prime Time. Those were both at Worlds. We also did deck tech on Jacob Lesage, World winner, and then top 8 this World. We did deck tech on his deck they made top 8 at Worlds with this year. So, check that all out. That's going to be in the link below. So, yeah, that's in Pokemon news, and we will be back. Follow us, Facebook, Twitter, like, subscribe, comment, all that stuff.